Hello, everyone, and welcome into more Ticket to Ride here on the Sorcerer Network. I'm Sorcerer Matt, back with more of the USA map. And if you've ever watched this channel, and really if you're ever playing Ticket to Ride and you have San Francisco to Washington as your first ticket, that's the one you're probably going with. This is a pretty very, very easy, very easy choice of opening tickets. I suppose. The only reason you would not choose San Francisco to Washington is if there was literally 4 tickets that connected up so perfectly that we're not anywhere near San Francisco to Washington. So, pretty standard route here. We're just going right through the middle. Maybe want to prioritize a Pittsburgh to Washington and probably a Boston to New York as well. But otherwise, this is a pretty easy route that we're gonna do. I don't really think we need to draw anything off board or on the board here, because we need basically everything. I suppose red or yellow might be, because we do want to get Boston to New York. I am also going to grab this green because I would like to go St. Louis to Pittsburgh. It's a good route of 5. And there'd be other ways to hook up Chicago if we need to. Alright, yes to this red. But then I am going to try to go more off the top here. Okay, so red and green are in the northwest. At least that's where they are starting. I will grab this orange, because I do need orange for San Francisco to Salt Lake City. Which, now that I have that yellow, I could grab another red and then go Salt Lake to Denver as well. I would love to be efficient with this. I would love to be very efficient with this. Just requires some good luck here. All right. I'm pretty happy with this. Very happy with that route from red. You go over there. You just go ahead and... Oh, okay. And green's over there as well. Okay, well, probably not going to be in the northwest this game. All right, so let's go yellow here. And then I'm probably just going to go ahead and grab Salt Lake to Denver, because why not? Don't see any reason why we wouldn't do that. I guess if there is something I really do want, it would be orange. I don't know. I guess if there's black here, why am I not grabbing these 2 things? Because I'm probably going to want to go black Denver to Kansas City, because I'm going to want orange for Salt Lake to San Francisco. I don't think I need to do anything with that. Now that I have the black, though, I probably will go ahead and grab it. Yeah. I like this. I know there's a lot of discussion often in the comments about pre-planning, but this is a situation where, grabbing a San Francisco to Los Angeles isn't the worst idea, in my opinion. Because Los Angeles is such a hub, and is gonna have a ton of things that I would like. A ton of tickets, that is, that I would like to hit. So I think that. Okay, that's great. So I'm gonna keep that in the back of my mind. I don't think I need to rush it. I'm not really feeling like I need to prioritize that in any way. I was hoping to grab that orange there. All right, no worries. We'll just go off the top. So I'm curious where purple's going from here. I'm curious what purple's plan is. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. I have this, so I might as well use it. Okay, so red looks like they're going to come down. So this would be the argument for like grabbing a San Francisco Los Angeles, because it looks like red's going to be coming down that way. So we would also kind of, in a way, it would be a little bit defensive, where we're causing red to have to choose a side. I don't know. I am definitely more in favor of pre-planning some routes. I think it can be extremely beneficial to your game. Oh, how interesting. So the other thing we could do, and this is again very pre-planning, could also look at getting to Los Angeles through Vegas. Hmm. 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 Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do this. What is the correct thing to do here? I think this is correct. And then you know what? This is a pre-plan. We're pre-planning all day here. We're going to hook up Los Angeles and Las Vegas. I am pre-planning the heck out of this game. Wow, red is spread out. Okay, so we just need 2 black, and then we are all set there. So I probably just want to draw here soon, because if I'm pre-planning this, I need to be need to be able to draw. Otherwise, there's no point in doing this. Okay, so purple clearly has Phoenix to Boston, and has a very nice route to do it. Yeah, let's just draw here. Why are we not doing that? Okay, Nashville. So Los Angeles to Chicago, Los Angeles to New York, Nashville to New York. I'm not going Pittsburgh to New Orleans. You love to see it. You love to see it. That 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 was the ideal draw for this situation. That was just so great. So we got a ton of ways that we could do Chicago here. And I might just not to then do St. Louis to Pittsburgh. I know that's more points, but I don't really need it. I'm gonna go ahead and pair the pink here because I think I will go St. Louis to Nashville. I don't like that you're grabbing more tickets. That's not something I like. I feel like we could really mess Red's game up really easily here. My question though is, does that benefit us? Like, do I care what Red's doing? Am I worried about Red? I don't know. I don't think so. I guess purple is probably my biggest worry right now? Question mark? I'd probably just grab Nashville to Atlanta as well. Just because. Because what? Green's got probably Duluth to El Paso, Los Angeles to Calgary, Los Angeles to Helena, maybe Vancouver to Portland in there. Yeah, you know what? We're just doing this. I'm just going to grab this cuz why not? I think that works out really well. Okay, let's just do this. Okay. So, I'm getting to the point of the game where I just need to use my wilds. And so I'm just going to do that, and then I'm just going to go St. Louis to Pittsburgh because that's points. And I have the cards for it. Yeah, let's just do this. Why not? I guess the big worry about green is that they're 20 points ahead of me on board, but I don't think I really care about that. Yeah, let's do it again. Here we go. Washington to Atlanta. Heck yeah. Okay, they do not have Duluth to El Paso. Fun fact. I don't think we grab anything else from here. Just another 4 points. Probably just grab a pair here. Oh, purple grabbed something with Miami. Interesting. So the pre planning worked for the most part. You know, um, I don't think it was a rousing success, but I would have needed it anyway. Yeah. See, I kind of want to guarantee that I'm going to get most tickets, but I also am feeling pretty good about the tickets that I do have. Like, I mean, that 4 point ticket was the only, like, really small ticket that we've had. Oh, I don't love that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. All right. Well, Chicago to Atlanta is a yes. I suppose I could try to get into Houston. and probably that's my best bet at this point, because I think getting to Miami is too risky. But getting down to Houston isn't. And that's 10 points. That's not nothing. I guess my worry would be Green would end it. And that is a worry that we have. But at this point, I think that was a I think that was an okay I think that was an okay risk. It'll be interesting to see what. Yeah, that's a little bit of a misread, but I don't know. I think I did not peg Green to end the game that early. So now my question is, do I draw? I think there is more risk in drawing. Because I think that, wow, way to go, Red. Because I don't want to miss another ticket. All right, good job, Red. All right, so maybe Red was a little bit more. Holy cats. Okay, Redhead, Vancouver to Portland, and Calgary to Phoenix. Okay. All right, well, so let's see what Green had. Yeah, Green just didn't. Green does not have enough juice. All right, so Purple misses out on 2 tickets. So we will get the 15-point bonus. However, that is mitigated a little bit because Red is going to get longest. Well, no, Red's not going to get longest train. Green's going to get longest train. So it's not going to be mitigated. So the question is, do we have enough juice to beat Red? And we definitely have got some juice coming on the back end, but nope, we're not going to quite have enough. We're going to lose by 1 point. Oh, that is painful. Man, we have had some absolutely down-to-the-wire finishes here on the channel. I'm disappointed that one didn't turn out into a victory, but a great route by Red. Now, here is, I will say, with the 4 green and a wild, I thought about grabbing Portland to San Francisco because that would have beaten Red. And I think that was a situation where because of where Red was, like we saw Red grab New York to Washington, Houston to New Orleans, and then we're up in the Northwest, and very much telegraphed that route. And they had awesome tickets, but they really needed to hit this whole thing. Where I mean, had I grabbed that, they would have been sunk. So, yeah, I think maybe the lesson here is that I think it does pay to be defensive in the right moment. And I think this was a moment where we could have gotten into Chicago or gotten into Pittsburgh and connected this up without using the green. I will throw up a GG here. Sorry. GG. So I think I could have handled that in a little bit of a different way. But, I mean, ultimately, we still only lost by 1 point. So let's take a look at some stats here. Pretty much the pretty much the same, like, points with claimed routes and everything like that. Green, who had more points, didn't play a factor. We were very efficient with our trains, which is very, very nice. Right on par with, I mean, it makes sense that we only lost by 1 point here because, and then we kept 6 additional. We kept the most. I guess if there was a misread, it was, hey, Green looks like they're kind of ending it. But I guess I kind of anticipated Green to go, hey, I need to draw at least 1 more and to have like a couple more turns there. And I think green went with the, hey, I've got a big lead on board and I've got pretty good tickets, let's go. But green just didn't have good enough tickets. I see if you had like, but two nines is just not gonna cut it. I don't know. Still, nothing. A 1 point loss. I'm not gonna sneeze at. So, all right. Well, hey, if you're enjoying the content, hit that subscribe button. We are very close to 650 subscribers. Thank you everyone that has already subscribed. It's that kind of road to 1,000 is the magic number here. So that I guess kind of push to the end of the year. Let's see how close we can get. I appreciate all the support of the channel. Everybody in the comments, every like, even if you just like the video, it really, really does make a difference. So thank you, and we'll see you next time.